This episode of ConnectingTheArt.tv on GabLocal.tv is brought to you by The Break Room, a Metro eatery in downtown Topeka.
Chris Schultz here in the Gab Local studio at The Break Room with Connecting the Art, and we have James and Debra George, also known as Gypsy, right here. Now, you guys are here because you've been nominated for an Arty Award from Arts Connect for an awesome project. Now, it's a project I really wish we didn't have to exist to begin with.
Right.
And it did.
Yep.
It's the Animal Land at Gage Park. Mm-hmm. There was some vandals that came in. Tell us a story about this and how we got to this point.
Well, actually it started before the vandals.
Mm-hmm.
When we moved back to Topeka, I went out there. I grew up playing in that playground. I wanted to show Debbie. Mm-hmm. And we went out there to look at it, and over the years, they had painted it. They had put paint upon paint upon paint. It was never meant to be painted. It was meant to be stained, and I knew this. Mm-hmm. And so I started the ball kind of rolling, contacting the city about it, and they were a little bit hesitant, but then I showed Debbie another landmark of mine, which was an elephant slide in Children's Park. Mm-hmm. And she said, why don't we paint that? Mm-hmm. So I contacted Parks and Rec, and we got permission to paint it. We paint that one and the one in Ward Parkway Park. Mm-hmm. And once we repainted those and restored those two elephant slides, well, then Parks and Recreation was like, well, sure, yeah, you can go do Animal Land.
Yeah.
Big project, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And then we had, as well, there were some people that came in and did some vandalism.
Yep, as we started the work, she actually discovered it. Go ahead and tell him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was vandalism to the walrus. They had put circles around the eyes, X's through the eyes.
Painting on it.
Right,
I mean, they're
spray paint, I think. Yeah,
paint,
defacing everything we did. Mm-hmm. There were several things that they...
Yeah.
So you went back.
And, well, we were still in the middle of the original restoration when it happened.
Just getting all the paint off with power washers.
Okay, okay.
So we went in and we got everything scrubbed off. We got everything ready to do the new staining, and it happened again. Mm-hmm. Only this time it was worse.
Dirty words.
Things that children shouldn't see. Mm. So we basically, our group of volunteers, and we had quite a few people volunteer. I got a list a mile long, you know, of people that volunteered.
Well, I know it was devastating when we knew you all were working on it. Because I remember following you guys and seeing how you'd done the slide, and I'm like, that's so cool. And then you started working out there, and then I just remember how devastated we all felt when you'd gotten
long
these
process
things done.
as it was, and then they just kept coming in, tearing everything out.
No respect for that.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So our volunteers kept children away from the sculptures that day, so we could get the words cleaned off of them as quick as possible.
Yeah.
After that, until the project was done, I was going out there every Saturday night because that seemed to be when it was happening.
Sleeping in the park.
I was sleeping in the center of Animal Land. I was pulling my vehicle up into the center of Animal Land and sitting there to keep an eye on them. Mm-hmm. You know, if the county would put up the 8-foot fence back around there, if they would put up some cameras, and if they would lock that place up at night, we could eliminate a lot of this because it's been vandalized again.
Now.
It's now.
Recently.
Really?
Recently,
Yeah,
yep.
really.
The whale. They burnt the pad in front of the whale, and somebody took a hammer to the whale's mouth.
And chipped all his lip off.
And they got the whale completely closed off right now while they're doing the repair work, but it needs to stop.
So as people who've really put in the work here on this project, you know, I want to take a serious minute here because while this interview is to celebrate, you know, what we're doing, we appreciate it. You know, at Arts Connect, we appreciate that you guys have done this, and you've kept going back. You haven't gotten frustrated and ran away. Like, you keep looking at it. But I do want to take a serious second here just to be able to say, what do you want to say to the people who think it's all right to do this?
Which camera?
Look at that one right there.
That one right there.
Yeah.
For those of you that think it's okay to go in and vandalize this Topeka landmark that is loved not only by children but by adults, how would you feel if someone came to your home and vandalized your home, broke out your windows, spray painted your walls, kicked in your door, did damage to your home, made your children cry, made your family feel bad, because when you vandalize Animal Land, that is people's home. They look at that as a part of them. And you're making their children cry. You're making these people feel bad. Is that what you really want to do? Is that what you really want to be remembered for? Animal Land belongs to each and every one of us, even you that vandalize it. Animal Land belongs to you too. Is that what you want to be remembered for? Do you really want to be remembered for making people feel bad, for making children cry? Animal Land is yours. Take more pride in what belongs not only to everybody, but to you too.
Thank you very much for saying that. I appreciate it, and I definitely appreciate, with all the authority that I have to say as a resident of Topeka, thank you for going back and being there and being the overseer of this thing, making sure that it's taken care of. Now, I would like to, kind of get to the more fun, personal side of this a little bit, because what you guys do is really, really cool. You're excellent artists. I want to ask you guys, who's the one person, for each one of you, that you think has influenced you the most?
I have to say, aside from the fact that I love Monet and other artists like him, that Gypsy inspired me.
Yeah.
Because about, 10 or 11 years ago, I watched him oil paint one day, and I said, I wish I could do that. And he said, well, why don't you? So I picked up a brush and I started painting.
Yeah.
So he did. And then I always go to him for pointers and critique and everything on my artwork. So.
What about you?
Well, they say things are passed down. I passed down my love of art to Debbie, and my mom and my grandmother inspired me. When I was 18 months old, according to the story I was told, I was given my first coloring book. I drew a picture of a cow inside the cover, and you could tell it was a cow.
Yeah.
And after that, I never got another coloring book. It was always newsprint pads, crayons, paints. My Christmases and birthdays from my mom and grandma were filled with art supplies. So I would have to definitely say that my mother and my grandmother is who inspired me, and I was happy to pass that on to my beautiful wife.
Inspiring you to think outside the lines, huh?
That's exactly
That's
it.
awesome. Awesome. What was the 8-year-old versions of you guys doing in your free time? I mean, I assume art.
Constantly.
Yeah.
At 8?
Yeah?
Yeah, at 8 I was not painting.
You
I
weren't?
was doing paint by number at about 12, but yeah.
So what'd you do at 8?
Roller skated, ice skated, played out in the woods, played baseball.
All right.
I can tell you what I was doing at 6.
Yeah.
I was having a piece of my art taken to the Smithsonian.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, he didn't need a book.
Yeah. And it's still there. They won't give it.
Overachiever, right?
They won't give it to me. It's still there. I've asked them for it, and they won't give it.
I've been to the Smithsonian.
I once used the bathroom there. Yeah. Great. No, what's your opinion of the state of Topeka's art scene?
Go ahead, you first.
Oh, I think it's lacking a little bit. I think they're trying to do more, like with all the sculptures downtown and Nodo, but I just kind of feel like they need to blend those two together and add a little bit more to downtown.
Okay, what do you think?
I love Topeka's art scene. There are a lot of great artists here, a lot of inspiration going on, a lot of creativity, but there's something missing. And I wish I could put my finger on it. I don't know what it is. There's a gap somewhere in there between the creativity and the great art that's taken place and reaching the public. There's a gap there that needs to be filled. We need to bring the art closer to the public and the public closer to the art. I wish I had the answer. I wish I knew what that magic thing was that will bring it both together. But that's, I think, we're missing that mark somehow.
I agree with that.
Interesting point.
I think that most artists are aware of everything going on because they're part of it. The general public who are not part of it don't know it's happening still.
Excellent
Even
point.
with First Friday.
All right. Good, good. So what would you like to say to the person or persons who nominated you guys for this award?
Surprised?
I say thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Someone thought of us.
I do want to make it clear, though, that it's just not Debbie and I.
Yeah.
It's our volunteers. Like I said, I got a long list. Rachel Mad Hatter Smith, Molly Miller, Sonia Rivera, Patricia Gale Kane, Joseph Marcellus Shrimp, the Leslie Sonderman, Delicious,
and his girlfriend.
Yeah, Kurt.
Sorry, I forgot her name.
The list just goes on and on and on. I mean, there were so many people that stepped forward. Michelle Zimmerman and her husband. I mean, Ron Zimmerman. They, you know, some people just came out for a couple hours, but they came out.
Yeah.
Some came every weekend. Or a few of them.
But the fact that they came out and they took the time, they took their personal time to contribute to what belongs to them.
Yeah.
That's important.
They're all a little piece.
Yeah.
A little piece of it there. And so what would you like to say to the other folks who are also nominated for awards, who you're part of this group of artists here in Topeka who've been recognized?
I think it's wonderful. Congratulations. I mean, you've been nominated because you deserved it. Plain and simple. You deserved it. Yeah. And I think it's great. I wish that, you know, each and every one of you could get an award. I guess a nomination's a kind of an award, but it would
throw a big party, maybe on the 29th.
There you go. Yeah, we could call it the Arty Award.
I like it.
A big party. We can invite all these people who've been nominated to it, and
I will alert the press.
Okay. Well, let's do it down at the press. Let's do it down at the Capitol Journal building.
Maybe we should.
That'd be a great idea.
The break room could provide the food.
There we go.
Well, it's time to go now.
Look at that.
Let's see. What would you guys like to see, perhaps, for Topeka's art scene in 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I would like to see Topeka's art scene cross the river.
Yes.
Nodo is a wonderful place, but there's more than just First Friday. And there's more art going on in the city than just First Friday. And even on First Friday, I want to see that art scene cross the river, because it really isn't crossing the river right now. It's like the river's stopping it. And in the next 5 years, when they say First Friday, that's great, but I want them to say every day, and the art scene be every day here in Topeka.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we need more than just canvas artists. We need musicians, people like Austin, like 6th Street.
Yeah. Yeah.
Live and vibrant every night, and people with their hat out or their guitar case jamming and getting tips, and more restaurants, more galleries, like he said, across the river.
Yep. And she's right, every night. Not just First Friday, but every single night.
Well, I know we're taking notes, absolutely.
Yes.
So we appreciate your input on there. I want to ask you, is there anything I didn't ask you guys that you think I should have?
Why I'm so incredibly handsome and my wife is so fantastically beautiful?
Yeah, sure.
Well,
How is that?
Because I'm the Gypsy and you're not, and she's the Debbie and you're not. So that pretty well takes care of that.
We'll take it. Perfect. All right. Well, we can't let you guys go until we do the notorious lightning round here.
Here
all right?
we go. Okay.
So here we go.
What is this?
We're going to put 60 seconds on our fake clock, and we'll see where we end up.
You jump in. Okay.
Here you go. All right. Here we go. First question. In your opinion, what was the greatest movie ever made?
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, probably, yeah, Wizard of Oz.
Which big-name celebrity do you idol the most?
Oh, John Wayne.
Oh, not me. I don't know which is the most. I got a crush on Josh Holloway from Lost.
All right. If you had one superpower, what would it be?
To fly.
Good one.
To force everyone to tell the truth.
I like that one.
Just throw mine away.
You got John Wayne.
If you could take one personal item with you on a trip to Mars, what would it be?
My art kit.
All right.
Oil
Very
paintings.
I want to paint the red landscape.
Very good. And who are the top 3 people who make you laugh the most?
Oh,
Gypsy.
Debbie.
Facebook.
Donald,
the news.
Donald Trump. And the Three Stooges. or Congress. It's a tie.
Tell us what you really think. Right? What's your favorite kind of sandwich?
Oh, that's easy. Kmart submarine sub that they don't make anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. All right, all right.
Best sub in the world.
Interesting.
Kmart, listen.
I don't have a favorite.
It's all right.
sandwich.
Bring it back, Kmart.
I like French dips.
Very good. What's your favorite kind of music?
Rock.
Rock.
All right. If you were an ice cream flavor, what flavor would you be and why?
Go ahead.
I'd just be soft serve vanilla.
I'd be peppermint because I am spicy and sweet.
And who's your favorite local talk show host?
That would be you.
All right, I'll take it. That's
hold
a
on.
good answer.
Can't think of anyone right off the top of my
Ralph
head.
Hipp's a good one.
If I come up with one, I'll let you know. Okay?
All right, very good.
yeah.
Right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys coming by.
See, I told you it makes me laugh.
It's great to have you here.
Thank you for
Great to
having
hear
us.
about what you guys have been working on. Please keep up the wonderful work and the wonderful enthusiasm you have for the community. Really do appreciate
Oh,
it.
we love Topeka.
Thank
What
you.
can we say?
Absolutely. And best of luck to you guys.
Thank
you.
You bet.